Emotional transformation, this is chapter 11. Thank you for staying here. Every time you come here and every time you watch the video and every time you practice, you get better in this skill, in creating transformation to your emotion. This is a skill that develops gradually and silently. So I want you to watch the videos as many times as you can so your unconscious get used to the information and makes it something that is more familiar to it. And the more you practice emotional transformation, you also get used to it in the backstage of your soul, so many times it will happen to you automatically, even without noticing, and that will be great. So chapter 11, this is the second chapter in part 4 about self-love. And this one links the problem, a problem that persists, that recurs, that's something that, you know, it's repetitive and you're tired of and you're frustrated and you would like to transform this problem. It may not change immediately, it may even take months, but you can start, and you can start improving this issue using emotional transformation tools. So I'm saying that every time we have a chronic or repetitive problem, a stubborn problem in our lives, especially when the problem involves emotional stuff or other people, relationships, etc., if you look good enough, you will see. And I believe I told you this before, but now we would like to put more focus on this. That in the first place, your problem was created upon self-love deficiency. Self-love is kind of the ground in which a problem can grow. So, with no doubt, it will always be this way. Inside your problem, there is lack of self-love, which is a part of the problem, a very important part. You may love yourself better in other issues, and that's great. But here, with this problem, you do not love yourself enough. This is an axiom. This is something we cannot argue about this. I mean, this is what I see. This is what I believe. For me, there's no much to doubt or to discuss about this. A problem, lack of self-love, embedded, together, intertwined. And at the same time, the lack of self-love in this issue also makes it more difficult to let go of this issue. Self-love is like a kind of black hole in your mind. It pulls the problem into a place where it is stuck. It adds to the pain related to the problem. It adds to the pessimism related to the problem. It adds to your low self-esteem regarding this problem. It magnifies the problem into a level that you cannot cope with. This is why it is so important for us to practice self-love. And this is why self-love is in the heart, like our heart, it is in the heart of the practice. It is the third thing we do among 5. This is the center, self-love. You should be aware of this. And it's so easy to miss this fact that the problem reflects places in your mind, in your personality, where you don't love yourself enough, and in these places you pay a price. You pay a very specific and clear price for not loving yourself enough. So we can even say that if you practice emotional transformation again and again and again, you earn a gift, even a treasure of finding that you don't have enough self-love in this place, and in this place you learn how to love yourself more. And this is a very sweet secret. Once you learn how to love yourself more in the places where it is more difficult, in the places where you chronically don't love yourself enough, you earn a kind of amplification of self-love in all areas in your life. Once you took care of the deficiency of self-love in this place, which blocks many other good things that you would like to develop, once you let go of this and you learn how to love yourself within the problem, many other places start growing. Many other places in your life start getting better, improving, and you won't even understand why. The reason is that self-love that was so missing there is now more abundant there. So you don't need to take energy from other places. Now they're free to grow. They're not busy maintaining this problematic wound that you carry as a problem. So you take care of part of the system, but it creates positive waves to other parts of the system. So you earn much more than just coping with this problem. So here's your job. I prefer to say this is your duty. To find a problem, you can take even the difficult ones or the moderate ones or the mild ones, it doesn't matter. I want you to look for it. I want you to take an honest, close look at your problems, at yourself in the problem, and see how you don't relate to yourself in a positive way, and see how you address yourself with little or no love regarding the way you function in this issue. I want you to see it. I want you to recognize. I want you to acknowledge this. Do not be angry. Do not be disappointed at yourself that this is what it is, because this is how we are built, all of us the same. In all places where we fail to function in a creative and flexible and I would say even original way, we just follow the same patterns of the problems, kind of addicted to it. All of us suffer from lack of self-love. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there, the problem. Love would have healed it. You don't have enough love there. And the good news is that you can generate love from within. You can fill the empty place with new love through the practice. Yes, and this is such a good news, that love is something that we can generate, that we can amplify, that we can decide to bring, because this is the way we were formed. This is who we are. Actually, in our nature, very, very basic nature, we are creatures of love, but we forget this. So emotional transformation practice doesn't really make something totally new. It just reminds you that you are a creature of love and you have the ability to create love, to generate love, to amplify love. But if you forget this, you get problems. And you know what? Maybe it is good that we have problems, so they remind us that we need love from ourselves. And as long as we don't fill the gap, fill the hole, the problem will persist. So practice. Practice and see for yourself that the more you love yourself, the less the problem will hurt you. It will remain, but it will be more solvable. You'll be able to start finding new options with to cope with just because you put more love in this territory.